Long ago, in the ancient city of Benin, there lived a young boy named John and his father, Idemudia. Idemudia was a hard-working man, known throughout their cordon for his wisdom and the gentle way he settled disputes among neighbors. But as the years went by, his face became lined with deep wrinkles, each mark a story of labor, sacrifice, and sleepless nights spent raising his only son. John, however, was a city boy who loved showing off before his friends. One bright afternoon, as Idemudia returned from the market carrying firewood on his bent back, John and his friends sat by the roadside, laughing and jesting. "Look at my father," John shouted mockingly. "His face looks like the folds of an old yam. His forehead is a map of lines. Why should I have such a wrinkled man for a father, when other men look strong and fresh?" His friends roared with laughter, but Idemudia's heart grew heavy. He did not reply in anger. He only whispered, "Time will teach my son what honor means." That night, Idemudia prayed to the ancestors. He said, "My child mocks what he does not understand. May he be given eyes to see the value of age." The very next day, a great test came to the city of Benin. A strange riddle was brought before the people by a wandering traveler. The man promised to give a chest of treasures to any family whose son could answer his riddle, but if they failed, shame would cover their household. Many young men tried, but none could answer. When it was John's turn, he boldly stepped forward, eager to prove himself before his friends. The traveler asked, "What is it that never runs, yet moves faster than a horse? What has no mouth, yet devours more than fire? What grows older, yet never dies?" John froze. He thought and thought, but his mind was empty. His friends mocked him, just as he once mocked his father. In shame, he ran back home to Idemudia. With calm eyes, Idemudia looked at him and said, "My son, the answer is time. Time does not run, yet it moves swiftly. It eats all things, yet has no mouth. It grows older with us all, but it never dies." When John returned with the answer, the traveler bowed and declared it correct. The chest of treasure was given to Idemudia's household. The whole town clapped in honor of the wise old man. That evening, John fell at his father's feet. "Father," he said, "forgive me. I laughed at your wrinkles, but now I see they are not signs of weakness. They are the writings of time, the very wisdom that saved me from shame." Idemudia lifted him up and said, "My son, wrinkles are not a curse. They are the crown of one who has lived, loved, and learned. Honor them, for one day your own face will wear them too." From that day on, John never mocked his father again. Instead, he told all the children of Benin, "Respect your parents, for their wrinkles are treasures richer than gold." Wrinkles are the mark of wisdom and sacrifice, not shame. Those who mock their elders forget that one day they too will grow old. A wise child honors the experience of parents, for in their stories lies survival.
Years passed in the city of Benin, and John grew into a strong young man. The lesson his father, Idemudia, had taught him that day never left his heart. He became known among the youths as a respectful son, one who honored his father and mother. When the time came for him to marry, John chose a gentle young woman named Edo State, whose laughter was bright like morning birds, but whose heart was humble and kind. Together, they built a home filled with love, respect, and laughter. Soon children come to a boy and a girl. Every evening, John would gather his children. He would point to the lines on his father's face, still alive and full of wisdom, and say, "My children, do not laugh at people because of their age, their face, or their struggles. When I was young, I mocked my father's wrinkles. I thought they were ugly, but I was blind. Those wrinkles are not shamedi or honor. They are the stories of endurance, of survival, and of love." The children would listen wide-eyed. Little Asadi, the eldest, once asked, "But Papa, why should we not laugh when someone looks different?" John bent down, scooped his son onto his lap, and replied, "Because laughter that mocks brings sorrow, but laughter that encourages brings healing." When you mock someone, you plant seeds of pain. But when you honor them, you plant seeds of blessing that will follow you and your children. One day, the children saw an old beggar on the street of Benin. His clothes were torn, and his back was bent. Other children pointed fingers and laughed, but John's children ran to the man, offering him some roasted maize their mother had packed. When word of this spread, the neighbors said, "See Idemudia's grandchildren. They carry the wisdom of their father and grandfather." Idemudia, now very old, smiled with tears in his eyes and said, "My son John has turned his shame into honor, and his children will never walk in ignorance." Family tree grows strong from the roots of respect. And so, John raised his children to be voices of kindness, not laughter of mockery. Wherever they went, they carried his words: do not laugh at people's weakness, learn from their strength.